How's it going, Internet? This is Jacob with Jacob Reviews Things, and today we're here to do a review of this Cold Steel Mayhem. Now, full disclosure, this knife is not mine. This is actually from my work. I sell knives to people at a knife counter. My boss was kind enough to let me borrow this for the day, make a video about it, so I haven't used it. Nobody at my shop has used it. We don't sell used knives to people, and I don't plan on buying this to use it. So that being said, let's get into the review. Now, like I said, I sell knives to people. We have over, I think, between like 350 and 500 different models of knives in our case. I've been blessed to handle quite a few different knives over my lifetime, and this is one of the worst ones I've ever handled. And I know you're not supposed to like take these giant pocket swords super seriously. I mean, that's part of the fun, is that they're ridiculous and gimmicky and fun, and they're actually well built at the same time. But man, maybe it's different for me since I actually have to sell this to people and take the knife seriously, but man, I don't like it, man. Which sucks, because I have a few of their pocket swords. I've got the Cold Steel Frenzy. I have the Voyager with the crisp blade. And I have the Spartan. So, yeah, I like my big folders. I like Cold Steel's big folders. I also had a Talwar, which I was not a fan of. Yeah, I have a video about that if you want to see it. So, yeah, I'm not making this video to be a hater. I'm just making it to give you my honest opinion about this knife. If you want to leave a nasty comment in the comment section, because I made fun of your favorite knife, go for it. All engagement is engagement to the algorithm. Praise be the algorithm. Now, alright, we'll start with the positives. This is well built, fit and finish wise. Cold Steel did a good job. The gray on black with the little finger grooves here and the G10. That looks good. It's very cool. Nice little aesthetic. I like it when companies go the extra mile to actually make their stuff look cool. What else? The handle is comfortable when you're actually holding it. You got a few different grip options, which is nice. The blade's sharp. Good solid edge, which is what you'd expect from Cold Steel. You know, I'd be a little concerned if it wasn't. What else? Oh, the lock, very functional. So you just take this, pull it back. So this is the upgrade on the Triad lock. Works pretty similarly, just smoother, super tough. And you can see the way it's moving inside there. Yeah, so pull that back and you're good to go. Now, that leads us to the first big flaw with this knife is, and I know I'm going to sound really lame saying this, but I believe this knife is like genuinely unsafe for the user. And you might be thinking, okay, Jacob, you idiot, you just showed me a giant kukri that could like fold in on your hand. I would say, yeah, that's a possibility, but it's not likely. This, I'd say it could be likely you hurt yourself pretty badly. You know, say you're fiddling around with your giant knife here like this, like, ugh, like I don't even feel comfortable doing this. And say you're not, suddenly you put your fingers here and you're not thinking, and suddenly that comes slamming down on you. Not a fun time. This is a sharp knife. It's a heavy blade. That would suck. So I think that's like a genuine safety issue. I'm not the only one. Like all my coworkers, when we saw that, we were just like, okay, we can't hand this to people. We have to show them how it works before we hand it to them. And even then, we have to be really careful with this. Like, yeah, and a lot of the customers I've showed it to have described it as dangerous and stupid, which is not fun when you're trying to sell something to somebody. So, yeah. And yeah, I've only met one person who actually like picked this knife up and said, yeah, I would carry this. Like, I want this. I've handed it to all our regulars who are knife people, who love knives. Like, I do, like you watching the video probably do. They all hate it. They all think it's just absolutely ridiculous. They think it could be a safety issue. So, yeah, it's frustrating to sell. But hey, that's a me problem, not a you problem. Yeah, and then, I mean, you get the same issue you have with all the other big cold steel folders, which is it's huge. It's kind of a pain to carry. This one more than the others. I mean, here we'll do a size. Like, you can see just how much bigger this is than this big knife. Like, it's wider. I think it's thicker too. Yeah, it's thicker. It's longer. I mean, it's big. Like, I tried carrying this in my pocket earlier today. The lip of my pocket came to here on the clip, so the clip didn't do a good job of holding it. Yeah, I wasn't gonna put it in my waistband because I wouldn't feel right selling somebody a knife that had just been in my sweaty waistband. But yeah, I can just tell you right now from carrying the Voyager and the Spartan that I would hate it because, yeah, I don't know. I don't like big knives bouncing off my thigh when I'm walking around. At least like in my pants, you know? It feels weird to me. So it's not fun to carry. It's sketchy to use. And the final nail in the coffin for me is the price on this thing. Now, before I tell you the price, this is Oz 10 steel. This is an S35VN. It's not Crewwear or M390. It's just Oz 10A, which is a great steel. Or wait, is it Oz 10A? Or, oh yeah, Oz 10A. So yeah, fine steel. Nothing wrong with that as a steel. But if you're gonna ask $350 fucking dollars, which is what they have on Cold Steel's website, and which is what my store sells it for, then you better be getting better than Oz 10 steel out of it, you know? And I mean, yes, it's a nice lock, and yes, it's a pain to make all these parts to the right specifications and put it all together, but $350? Because, I mean, again, the Talwar, which is similar in size, I think the blade is like a half-inch shorter, is about $100 cheaper, I believe, and has S35VN. So what happened here? Like, is there something about this specifically that just makes the cost go up $100 while losing steel quality? I don't get it. So yeah, I just don't see the point in this knife. If you're somebody who's gonna buy, oh yeah, and actually just to illustrate my point with the steel, here's my latest knife from Kaiser, the mini harpoon, and this was less than $70 with shipping, and it has 3V steel. Come on, zoom in, focus up. Okay, you'll have to take my word for it. It says 3V right there. But yeah, it's like, come on, like, just, I don't understand that. So yeah, if you're gonna buy a cold steel pocket sword, they have way better options. My personal favorite is the Frenzy. That's what I would recommend. And if you're looking for a big choppy cleaver, I mean, there's better, cheaper options out there, like way, way better options. You can get a Work Tough Gear Nomad Camp 9 for $100 less, and I can tell you what, you get way more for your money with this. So it doesn't make sense price-wise. The design doesn't make sense to me, and I don't think it's safe. And yeah, and if any of you are interested in buying this, I'm not gonna tell you where I work just because privacy reasons. I don't want a bunch of people on the internet knowing where I am 40 hours a week. But if you are interested, leave a comment. I'll talk to my boss and see if there's a way we can sell this thing to you without me having to compromise my privacy in any way. So yeah, if you're interested, leave a comment. If you own one of these and you have experience using it, please leave a comment as well. I'd love to hear about it, and I'm sure the viewers would as well. So thanks for listening to my 10-minute long list of complaints. And yeah, tell me what you think of this thing. Would you buy it? Do you think I'm being too harsh, being too much of a super safety dork? Yeah, if so, let me know. And like and subscribe, more content to come. I will be reviewing some Cold Steel products that I actually like, I swear. Yeah, the Frenzy and the Voyager that you saw in this video actually haven't been reviewed yet. The Spartan has. So, yeah, if you want to see a video about a good pocket sword, watch my review of the Spartan. Love this thing. It's great. Chopped up a tree with it once. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Stay safe out there. Peace out.